Hey, what's up, iiBiD? It's your boy Ken, live from the Metaverse. Time and space continuation. It's invisible because it's digital. Cryptocurrency, blockchain, and Metaverse 101. I'd like to welcome my iiBiDers to our headquarters. We're finally here, and I am just loving it. Family, let me give y'all a detour. This is our living room right here. Y'all know me, I'm always in the clouds. This is going to be our new home where we're going to be doing our iiBiD. We can actually meet people here. I can add things. We can do videos. And congratulations. We officially have 600 members. So, let me clap to that. We have our 600 members. We're in a crazy bear market today. So, there's just so much going on. And I'm just happy to be back. And we're going back to the basics with this. We're going back to the essence. Today's date, what is it, May 9th? 2022. Time is 8 to 9. And I'm going to treat our podcast from iiBiD headquarters like everyone is new. And today's topic is strictly going to be on wallets, Cardano wallets in particular, because you can't do anything with blockchain at all without a wallet. So I figure that's the best place to start. So we're going to name this episode iiBiD Changing of the Guard. Yes. Before we get started, we're going to check out our apartment also, where we also going to do certain things also. So before I get started with this episode, let's check out our apartment. That's going to be a totally different experience of what I have planned for us. Who's this handsome young man? Facebook change setting. Nice. I travel a lot. I was in San Francisco, literally in the Metaverse. Some it's like cryptocurrency. A lot of people don't understand it and everything, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's invisible because it's digital. The acronym iiBiD isn't just for fun. It is what it is. I actually know some of these landowners and stuff in the Metaverse and everything. I met a lot of these people. We aren't going to explore the Metaverse right, or the multiverse, should I say right now. I am in the multiverse right now. And we'll get into breaking that down in a later episode. But I just wanted to let you guys know this is our home, and I literally can sell this piece of land if I wanted to. But I wouldn't do that. We're just going to expand and everything. This is our iiBiD home right here, and this is our multiverse home right here. Just a quick checkout of the iiBiD, and we have iiBiDers actually in multiverse that we don't have on the group page because so in a group, even if a total stranger wanted to check out the page or check out what that is, they can literally check us out and get to know me, handsome young man. An extension, get to know the group much more better. Because this is always what I had in plan. All right, let's go back to our part. That's instant transmission. It's kind of cool, right? All right, let's get started on our wallets. These are just my top 3 wallets. I'm gonna on this post put a list of other wallets I recommend and everything. These are just my personal favorites, and if one didn't make the list, that doesn't mean that it's not better or it's worse. These are just my personal favorites, and I say that right now because I wasn't able to fit the Flint wallet in there, but it's also one of my favorites. So iiBiD, without further ado, we are going to get started, and I'm going to leave the links into everything also. So let's go. Introduction of our first wallet. This is going to be called the iiBiD wallet. The iiBiD wallet is available for a web browser. It is not on mobile just yet. And one thing I like about the iiBiD wallet is it's the main wallet that I currently use right now on my mobile to purchase my NFTs for one, and do my DeFi on also. So every time I'm staking or anything like that, I'm using my iiBiD wallet, and I love it because it is the simplicity. It is very simple, and I figure we go through some of these because once we go through these, we kind of get a feel of the other wallets also. What is iiBiD? iiBiD is a browser-based wallet extension to interact with the Cardano blockchain and is non-custodial. Non-custodial mean is something, it's not like a Coinbase wallet or something where, I'll give you an example. I have a Coinbase wallet, and I forgot my password one time, and I was able to go on my email and retrieve my password because Coinbase is a centralized company where you have a customer service. iiBiD is a fully blockchain wallet. That means if I lose my seed phrase, sucks for me. So that's very important to understand right now. Also, today we're talking about decentralized wallets. I won't be covering centralized wallets, even though I do use them also. But this is strictly Cardano native wallets, and Coinbase obviously isn't a native wallet because it's an actual company that's probably going to be located on the S&P 500 sooner or later. Right where I left off at, Cardano blockchain, and it's non-custodial. It can be used to send and store multiple assets, to delegate, to mint tokens, use multi-sig, and much more. Smart contract support will be added when available. The main difference to current wallet is the iiBiD wallet can be injected into the browser context and be connected to any website in order to interact with dApps. That basically means that it's a plugin. I know we know what plugin and all that stuff is. Is iiBiD compatible with Daedalus or Yori? Let's go. Yes and no. iiBiD will not track all addresses associated with your imported wallet and might result in partial reflection of assets. Daedalus, the concept of multiple addresses per wallet, while iiBiD just uses a single address. iiBiD also allows us to create sub accounts from a single seed phrase. I'll get into that later. All accounts except the first one are hidden from the Daedalus. We don't recommend using iiBiD and Daedalus simultaneously. I wouldn't recommend that also. If you want to migrate from Daedalus, send your funds. That's all cool. That's exactly what I do. We still prefer you create a new wallet for iiBiD to avoid confusion and keep the user experience great. It's completely free. It's funded by Barry. Barry also have the most expensive NFT on Cardano. He's just an awesome developer. He really is an awesome developer, and I don't know what else to say about that and everything. Collateral means that, let's say if I have 180A, the Name wallet is always going to store 580A to make sure I will be able to make transactions, because there's a such thing called gas fees, cost cents of a dollar, and they take that out of there. So if I'm going to put 180A inside my Name wallet, it's actually going to be 95.88 to use, and that 5 is just used as collateral, and it's a security feature also. You know, it's really nice. It's really nice. Like I said, it's my personal favorite browser wallet and everything. There's things I use it for, and it's also things I don't use it for. Like I said, if I'm yield farming, or if I'm buying an NFT, if I'm selling an NFT, I'm using my Name, because just the ease of access, and it's available for everything, you know, and it's my personal favorite. I hope they don't give me in trouble getting back here. Nope, they didn't. That's nice. And I'm going to leave the links to every last one of these in the pages also. Next we're going to get to our Eternal wallet, and Eternal is formerly the CC Vote wallet, and there was a big decision I had to make between this and the Flint wallet, because I do like the Flint wallet a lot. Also, I have stable coins on there and everything. We have stable coin access on Flint, and we also have bridging access on Flint. That means that the Flint wallet is right now, personally, the only wallet that I can interact with the Ethereum blockchain with no issues at all. Like, I can move my Ethereum assets to Cardano, and the Flint wallet is my choice for that. It probably would have been right here if this had a link to it, but I only have 3 portals, so I had to make tough decisions. And the reason that Eternal wallet wins is it's the only wallet that you can buy NFTs on your mobile phone. It doesn't get any cooler than that. It just don't. We can buy NFTs on mobile. I've been into a lot of blockchains. There's no other blockchain that do this right now, that does this right now, and does it so smoothly. And I don't know, it's just a big win. It's look a little bit complicated, I'll be honest with you, but it's really easy. Right now, the browser that I'm using from the Metaverse don't have my things usually saved like I have when I'm going from my other VR home that we used to post at. So if I went from the VR home that we usually post through our iiBiD at, this would have all been set up, but usually they would tell you how you would add a wallet and everything. I would want to, let's say, create a wallet. They will ask you for the name your wallet, you know. Let's say we have iiBiD wallet, we have a password. It will tell you at least 6 characters. You're going to repeat that. No, let me just go through it and see just if it works for fun. Let me do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That match. Let's see if I go to save. Simplest way to keep your wallet recovery phase and everything. Guys, girls, you never want to save your wallet phase on a computer and everything. Think of your wallet seed phase or seed code as a, or seed password, should I say, as a social security number. Would you give a complete stranger your social security number? A lot of people don't take pictures of their social security numbers and send it to the emails. I probably wouldn't recommend that. You probably wouldn't recommend that to yourself. We know how important the social security is, and we know that if somebody get access to it, it can be a pain. If you have money in this account right here and somebody get access to it, that's their account now. It's no longer yours. And that's what all wallets in cryptocurrency, minus centralized wallets like Coinbase and some other places. Robinhood is also going to do wallets and everything. They're a centralized entity, so they probably will or won't have a C phase. But if you lose it or not, and everything. Um, when I come to do like my big investments and everything, I go decentralized because there's this certain rule that started with Bitcoin. Hey, it's not in your wallet, it's not your Bitcoin. You know, let's say if I have $1,000 in Bitcoin on Coinbase, or let's say another let's say bitcoin.com or something like that, because Bitcoin have a pretty good policy and everything, and let's say it get hacked or something like that, that's on me. Or even a better example, like something that happened today, it's just a better example I can give you. Everybody, we're in a big market crash today. A lot's going on with Terra Luna. Stable coins can't even stay at $1 for whatever reason, whether if it's a coordinated attack or whether the Fed's decision with interest. It's so much macroeconomics that's going on and everything that you really can't just point something out and say this is the cause. We have a war going on that affects the markets and everything. We have all this stuff going on that could affect the markets. But let's say that we're on Coinbase and everybody at the same time in the world wanted to pull out their Bitcoin all at the same time. There's no guarantee that I can go on Coinbase and withdraw my $1,000 worth of Bitcoin if something like that happened, because it isn't in my personal hard wallet or cold wallet, sort of say, you know. It would be it'd be a business holding that for me, almost like putting your money in a bank, you know. A bank will clearly tell you, whether if it's in the fine print, that hey, if something goes down, if World War III happened tomorrow and you have your life savings in a bank, they don't have to give that back to you. Usually these passwords come into 24 or 12 words. You want to write them down on a paper. What I do is I split mine into 6 different words, or I take the 24, I break it down 6, 12, 18, 24, and then I separate them in like different places. Like I will have one in my bank or anything, one here, one there, keep them separated, don't keep them together. And if I needed them and everything, then I have to, you know, do what I have to do to get them all together and everything. And that's how important you have to treat it. You know, if you have a big safe, you want to put it in your safe, or a lot of people have places where you don't keep your social security or your birth certificate inside your wallet. You do the same thing. You treat your password the same way. And this will be this code right here, you know, 24. They tell you make sure you write down these words, the share recovery phase, on a piece of paper in the exact order. Take no shortcuts. These words are crucial. And I'm glad this is happening right now, because if I did the Name wallet, it would ask the same thing, and then they would, yes, I wrote it down carefully. And these things are free, you know. So let's scan, name, and pigeon. Let's say, go from there. I'm gonna go to continue, and then they will ask you to actually write the things down right here. Usually this is a one-time thing, and once you're on, you're on. But let's say you wanted to log out or something, or let's say if you wanted to like go to a different computer or something, or you're somewhere else across the world, you can always use your 24-digit C phase to get back in. I'll tell you why this is cool. Let's say you're from Venezuela. That's a good example. And Venezuela recently, around last year, had a huge war and everything, a civil war, sort of say. It was a change of power, it's a coup, whatever you want to call it. It was chaos. Let's say you had a doctor who had like $100,000 saved in the bank, in Venezuela money. Next thing you know, a new president takes over illegally. That Venezuela currency, it could either do two things. The money could literally drop to pennies of what it was originally worth. So now his $100,000 life savings is worth, let's say, $10, because in real life this actually happened in places like Venezuela and Afghanistan. It's happening in Ukraine as we speak. And that doctor no longer has a life savings because his currency was the government's the state's currency, which is basically like a meme coin. You know, they couldn't even buy bread with their currency at one point, you know, because it was kind of worthless. And let's reach, let's say that doctor had to become a refugee and go to Colombia, or let's say he have to come to America. He have his bank in a Venezuela bank that's native to his country. So a lot of those banks, it would be probably really hard or almost impossible to transfer funds. Let's say there's an embargo or something that's going on with Venezuela, something like similar to happen with Cuba. So the banks is not going to, American banks is not going to mess with them at all, and you're a refugee. So you can say bye-bye to your life savings that basically got depleted because the money is worthless. Worst case scenario. And the least worst case scenario is your money is still the same value, and you go to another country and can't access it. You know, hopefully you still have family in that country or something that can access it. Now let's reach more. Let's say that same doctor converted half his life savings to Bitcoin. A very big risk and everything, but you know, and let's say the same situation happened, and that same doctor who has now $50,000 in Bitcoin and the other $50,000 inside his country's bank come to America, and he have that Bitcoin in a hard wallet. He can go to any laptop in America and go on, you know, and basically put his 24 digit password in and access that Bitcoin or Cardano or Ethereum or Dogecoin or Shiba anywhere around the world. And he's a refugee. So, you know, as a refugee, you can't move with $50,000 in your pocket safely, I would imagine. You know, it's really hard to move gold as a refugee, I would imagine. You know, he can be in ragtag clothes, because I met a lot of people personally in my field as an electrician from Venezuela during a crisis, who was doctors and teachers and everything, and then they come to America, like, you know, working as a janitor, because it just don't transfer over, you know. And to me, that's one thing that I really like about blockchain technology is a worst case scenario happens like that. You can be a person in ragtag clothes and everything with nothing to show for, but have $50,000 saved up, and nobody would never know. You know, I think that's a very beautiful thing personally and everything. And it can be used as a worst case scenario. As Americans, it's really hard for us to see this because we're so spoiled and insulated from the rest of the world and everything. I forgot the name of the word I'm looking for right now, but when people send money to another country and everything, remittance. Let's say that same doctor, it's in America right now, and then I wanted to send American dollars from a job that he has. He's obviously not a doctor anymore. Let's say he's working in McDonald's now, because we don't see they see their certification as our certification in this country. So he's working at McDonald's now and everything, and he want to send his mother $100. If he wanted to send her $100 in American money, let's say he would have to go to Western Union. And it's just Western Union. That's just one part of it. by the time it reaches Venezuela, he probably have to go through a lot of channels, and let's just say that $100 is going to turn to probably $60 to $50 if he's lucky before it reaches his mother, if it reaches her, you know. So this is a big problem in countries that's not America, developing countries, remittance fees and everything, and it's a $1 billion American industry. This is why a lot of politicians are terrified of Bitcoin, because they notice the remittance fee is a huge industry, and they make a lot of money off the poor using their last and taking a cut of their last. And it's a sad thing to talk about, but it's facts. Now, let's say if that doctor wanted to send his mother some Bitcoin, he can always have her get a wallet and everything, which is totally free. She probably just need internet access or a mobile phone. No papers to signs or anything like that, no government and everything, and he can send that Bitcoin to her, which she probably can convert to in that country, because Bitcoin is fairly easy to convert to dollars in a lot of countries and everything. And he would be able to send that $100 to her, and by the time it gets to her, which will probably take minutes, literally minutes, as opposed to business days and everything like that, the whole hoopla, dealing with not only like American Western Unions or something like that, third world country things that you don't know what's going to go on or how fast they're going to receive it or how much they're going to receive. He's going to pay a gas fee, and she probably gets somewhere around like 98 something bucks out of that $100. You know, it's very important to understand. One of the main reasons I like blockchain, and like I always say, I always say that Americans are very spoiled, so it's really hard for them to understand blockchain technology, because they don't have to worry about fleeing America during the Civil War. So that's one thing I love about blockchain wallets, and it doesn't matter what blockchain that you support. I'm a big Cardano supporter, but you know, that's that. And back to the Eternal wallet, everything that Flint just now we explained, it's the same thing with this. The only difference is if you have a mobile phone, this is what you want, and I'm going to leave the links in the group page also. Alright, these are two mobile wallets, and the only reason that Flint didn't make it is I had to save the best for last. I personally own over 50, I'm probably 60 now. When I'm talking about 50, 60, I don't even know how much NFTs I have now. You know, I slowed down a lot during March, which I told you, which I told iiBiD, and I thought I slowed down, but it still was some blue chips and projects that I really felt I needed to get into and jumped into. But I had left a lot of the NFT game over, so I can start using my funds in my ADA and whatnot to yield farm, to stake, things like that. There's so much other things in the ecosystem that we can do. You know, it's not just NFTs. I always see NFTs as a perk, you know, and they're developing into utilities. Now I have an NFT that I'm staking in NFT. It's really cool. It's so cool. I'll get into that later, but right now we have to get into the Godfather. This is the main wallet of Cardano, built by IO HK, import output, Charles Hoskinson in the game and everything. It's the main wallet of Cardano, and it's also a desktop wallet also, and it's also, I need to tell you, let me get over here, it's also a node. And the node basically is the whole blockchain. Everything that's Cardano, it's on Daedalus. Daedalus is Cardano. And if you decide to download this, just know that it probably takes 24 hours to 48 hours, and that's totally normal and everything. So let's say if I have 100 NFTs, I tried sending a lot of NFTs over here on my Namey. If I wanted to do that, I had to create a sub wallet with the Namey, which is okay and everything, but it's really weird and everything. Like in my Daedalus, This is my day-to-day. This is my day-to-day right here. And this is right here my long-term storage. So remember that. Mobile wallets, this is our day-to-day. This is our day-to-day right here. This is our long-term. And this is our dataless wallet right here. Welcome to the dataless wallet, the open source wallet for 88, built to grow with the Cardano blockchain. 88, the cryptocurrency of Cardano. Dataless is in security. Number one is security and everything, you know. I'm not going to get into much of this because we talk about, maximum security and fully trustless operation. Dataless is a full node wallet. Like I said, this means that unlike light wallets, aka mobile wallets, Dataless downloads a full copy of the Cardano blockchain and independently validates every transaction and its history. That way you get maximum security and completely trustless operation without centrally hosted third-party servers. Interesting fact. Solana, Avalanche, even Terra as of today, all fully promote decentralization. But Terra today just now had a 6-member vote to make a huge decision to pump millions of dollars of Bitcoin to keep the currency afloat. Because the deal was it's going to stay at $1, but as we I'll get into that later. We look at prices and stuff. It is not at $1. It's probably at like 96 cents, sometimes 90 something cents is really where it seemed like it's small 4-cent, 3-cent difference. But you got to understand that if you have something like 10 billion tokens, that's a couple millions of dollars right there at stake and everything. So, you know, a lot of these blockchains promote decentralization, and I'm not just somebody who's gonna look at something and go, oh, interesting, I'm gonna test it. You know, I've been in the Solana blockchain, I've been in the Avalanche blockchain. I still use Terra to this day. I like they stable coin yield farming 20%. You know, some people say it's a Ponzi scheme. I have no problem with Ponzi schemes as long as you know you're in one. You know, as long as you know you're in one. Ride the wave. If you catch something, you see it early, get your ass out of there. You know, I don't know what else to say about that and everything. I personally don't believe it's a Ponzi scheme, but I do believe that they biting off more than they could chew. They rush things. You know, it's easy to criticize Cardano and say, hey, why don't you have a stable coin yet? Or why don't you do this yet? Or why don't you do this yet? But it's really interesting to me that, or especially Avalanche and Solana, every time they criticize Cardano is usually followed by a major hack. Solana got hacked 6 times last month. 6 times within a month. And we're not even talking about the month of May, which they got hacked also. And we're not even talking about downtime. Like literally off switch. You know, the government can't even cut Dataless off. Dataless is on autopilot. You know, if Charles Hoskinson decide to Jimmy Hoffa himself disappear today, or I'm not even gonna say like this die in a plane crash or something, you know, the blockchain will continue without him. It truly will. And to me, I think this is something that people really don't like pay a lot of attention to. I know the price of ADA is really low right now. I know it took a long time to catch on, still taking a long time to catch on. I know it's lower than what it usually is today, but that do not bother me because I know that my ADA is protected. What's the point of buying Solana at $60 it is right now, and then it goes to $200 and I'm up so much money, and then I wake up tomorrow and I can't access it, or even worse, it's not there. It got hacked. You know, that does nothing for me. What's good to happen having a couple $100,000 profits, let's say best case scenario, if you can't access it or if it's stolen and they say sorry, you know. And I noticed one thing about Solana. Every time they get hacked, they've been out for 2 years. They've worth hundreds of millions of dollars. but they have this thing where they just put beta into something and they think it's okay. Solana blockchain beta. Beta mean it's still developing, it's still in the works. Cardano is a mainnet. You can't put mainnet after beta. It sounds so weird. It's like, it's like taking an easy way out. Like, oh yeah, we're a mainnet. We do all of this stuff before Cardano and everything. But in case we get hacked, or in case we suffer a downtime because we say we can do 500,000 transactions per second, but we got tested on that, and 50,000 transactions slowed us to a halt. And we didn't only get slowed, we had to get the devs in to cut the blockchain off so we can fix it. And on top of that, we didn't tell the users the reason it's broken. Maybe they don't know, or they haven't figured out yet. At the end of the day, you gotta decide for yourself. But the only reason I'm saying this is to let you guys know why I am personally Team Cardano. I'm all about security, longevity, doing things the right way, and all these other let's say Avalanche, Solana. If I was the developer and I created, like, let's say Wonderful Memories, I'm just throwing out a name that's like a Avalanche DApp or something like that. If I'm a developer, I make this DApp. Let's say I get paid 500,000 for it. It get hacked. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about those users because I already got paid, and that's the sentiment right there. Let me straighten this out. That's really the sentiment right there. Like, hey, I already got paid. Sucks for you. It's like a Silicon Valley type of sentiment. Hey, let's move fast, break things, and fix them as we go. That it's all okay, but I'm a retail investor, so I know that sentiment, I'm usually on the end of the stick on that one. I'm usually the one getting burnt on that one, because I don't have, if I lose $1,000, that's a big loss for me. I'm a retail investor, and that's just the sentiment in a lot of blockchains and everything. And I hear a lot of FUD, see a lot of FUD daily about Cardano and everything. They terrified of Cardano because of this, doing things the right way. 5 years to make something. The stable coin isn't out yet. I just now read a post last week criticizing us about why don't we have a stable coin, and then we had 3 stable coins right now in coin market cap that's not even at $1. And that's the purpose of a stable coin, is to mimic the US dollar. Actually, it is mimicking the US dollar, because let's say Terra dropped to 80 cents. I like to say our dollar is technically 80 cents because people don't look at inflation, Even worse, I'll say 75 cents. I really believe our dollar is worth 75 cents. And that's just how I feel. But I'm going to keep all 3 of these links inside, and I'm also going to leave a link of the top 15 Cardano wallets also. And I want you guys to keep in tune this week also. Next, we're going to go over marketplaces. I'm going to do everything within the baby step approach. Like we get a wallet. Okay, after we have a wallet, what do we do with a wallet? No, let's get a cheap NFT. Let's get like a $5 NFT with it, and let's buy it, and then let's sell it. And we're going to go through that whole process and everything. And then we're going to get the third phase is we're going to get a little bit more complicated. We're going to take that profit that we make from that NFT, and then we're going to yield farm it, and we're going to do this all right here in the comfort of iiBiD. And this is also a video that's going on YouTube, so I'm really excited about that also. So right now we covered everything on iiBiD, on our wallets right now. And like I said, I'm so happy for the 600 members. I'd like to thank all you guys. I haven't forgot about you. We have 3 members right now. I'm not dropping any names who whitelisted for the NFT drop. I'm doing something really special for our next drop, and it's going to be in here also. And I just now actually dropped the music video today. Don't let my soft-spoken voice fool you. I'm a monster. I'm a legit beast. We have our iiBiD model music video out today. Also, I dropped it, and I want you guys to check it out. Like it, share it, comment it, and y'all already know. I'm not going to take a week to make the next podcast. Like I said, I miss you guys. I've been really busy on this album. Shout out to my producer, Dro, D&B. I'm going to tag him in a lot of stuff also. He get on my nerve. He don't like Facebook like I do and everything. I started out on Instagram with my investing journey with the stock markets, the crypto and everything. And I moved on to Facebook because I needed the way where we can do something like this, where I can actually show you guys what I'm seeing instead of just telling you guys, you know. Thus the name, it's invisible because it's digital. iiBiD. What's better way to show you guys through my own vision? You know, and I can always store PDFs and everything on Facebook also. You guys know the page, you see the difference and everything. But yeah, I would like for you to check out the video also, reference code. All right, guys, that's it for now. Take care. Keep you guys updated. Remember this also. Once we reach our 1K members, I do plan on opening the page up publicly. We can do a vote on that also. I'm gonna do a poll on it. I like private because we can control the spam a lot more better than we can do publicly. And I also like keeping 10% of the of moderators on the page. So we're at 600 members right now, so I would love to have 60 moderators. You know, just keep an eye on the pages, and shout out to the moderators also. Y'all doing an awesome job keeping the spam out and stuff like that, keeping the fake accounts out, keeping the telegrammers out and everything, and the fake NFTs, all that good stuff. I appreciate. And we came a long way, and we're about to hit our anniversary also, so you know, it's really big and I'm excited. Okay, that's it for now. iiBiD out. Hey Facebook, stop recording.